All right, so Pens and Stuff podcast gang here at the game. Ian, what do we got going so far?
Oh, God. Penguins are rolling Tampa Bay. It was looking a little iffy in the first period, but we're starting to get our game back.
It was looking iffy while we were up 3-0. Oh, my God. Chris Letang with a laser. This is beautiful. Sidney Crosby still the GOAT. Thanks. What's up, Big Chiefs? It's the Pens and Stuff podcast. I'm Alex Rastari.
I'm Chris Craycraft.
And we have two guests here that might become regulars. We'll see how bad they suck. Go ahead.
I will become a regular, and my name is Andrew Craycraft, so put some respect on the name there, eh?
Okay.
And Ian Morgan.
I'm the only one that doesn't work at the UPMC Lemieux Center, so I'm a little
So you won't be seeing Alex on the podcast anymore.
Yeah.
I
agree.
It's all my equipment, but whatever. So this week was pretty busy, if I don't say so myself. If I do say so myself, it's okay. So the obvious, Jake Muzzin was traded.
Yeah, that's really obvious, man.
No, Derek Brassard traded to the Florida Panthers along with Riley Shahan for Nick Bukestad, Jared McCann.
Second round.
Yeah, and then we give up a second round and 2 fourth rounds. So that was not something I expected to see yesterday.
No, it looked like franchise mode on Shell. Giving away all your draft picks for some good players.
Honestly, I was a big fan of the trade. We lost 2 fourth rounds, but looking at it, Bustad's 26 and McCain is 22, and we gave up a 31-year-old, a 27-year-old. So they got time to develop, and especially with our staff and who we have in player development, I think they can be a big help to the team.
I 100% agree. And also, they're not expiring deals, so we have them locked up after the season.
For sure.
That's very important.
Yeah, it's
Big to
incredibly
keep these
important.
players for long term.
Brassard and Shahan, they weren't going to re-sign with us, so we got rid of them not for nothing.
Yeah.
For something. And that something could be something really good. Bukestad looked amazing last night against Ottawa. He really looked like he was comfortable in our system for just arriving in Pittsburgh an hour before the game.
Yeah, he literally just flew over.
For sure.
That was hilarious. They showed the video of him walking in
Yeah.
on the Jumbotron. That was beautiful.
Awesome. I don't know how you couldn't play well. Coming to a city that just breathes and lives hockey. It's new and up and coming, but still the fan base is amazing. I don't know why you wouldn't want to come to Pittsburgh and play hockey, especially with Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin. You have Phil Kessel, Chris Letang. So
Jake Gensel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Patrick
Jake Gensel.
Hornquist. Let's just go over the roster.
Seriously.
Just go down the roster. Oh, so Panarin to Pittsburgh, right?
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, no, but that would be nice as long as we have.
It would never happen. We don't have the cap for that.
Yeah.
No, but what the trade for Florida doesn't make too much sense because they're not going to win. Why would they go for a rental player? So there's theories on that. They keep them on the team for the year and wait till their deals expires, and then they go sign somewhere else so they can have enough money for Bobrovsky and Panarin. Because right now it looks like they're both going to free agency or traded. Or they get flipped again. Both of those players get flipped to another team like a contending. Because I know Pittsburgh was talking with Winnipeg a lot for Brassard. And I guess Florida's offer was better than Winnipeg's, and we just went with Florida.
Well, looking at Florida perspective, you're saying they don't have a team to win obviously right now, but they got 3 picks out of it, 2 coming in the 4th and the 2nd.
Oh, I would have loved to have kept those 3 fourth-round picks. That would have been nice. And we haven't even talked about the Jamie Alexiak trade. That's how much this trade means. Because
yeah. Well, that was a big up and back then we were like, all right, it doesn't make much sense. I like the trade for Lesiak. He wasn't playing.
Yeah.
We have more than enough D. We have young D in our development system that are looking prime to be coming up here in the next year or two. But I like to trade 3 fourth-round picks. It gives you a lot of flexibility and potential pickups that, Pittsburgh's never been a team that we've got lucky with Sidney Crosby in the first rounds and stuff like that. However, we're always one of those teams that, you put hope and faith in guys who aren't the first or second round picks, and you put hope and faith into a guy who can do a lot and improve his game, especially with our development. I mean, that's what's helped us out so much with like Brian Rust and Connor Sheary and all of them coming up from Wilkes-Barre.
Rip Connor Sheary. What a guy. So the Penguins 2019 draft picks are, we have a first round pick, which that, I could still see that getting traded. We have the Buffalo Sabres conditional 4th round pick, and if Connor Sheary scores 40 points or 20 goals, or they move Hunwick before the season's over, that pick moves up to a 3rd. That 4th round pick moves up to a 3rd round pick. I don't know Connor Sheary's stats. If someone wants to look that up real quick. We have a 5th round pick, and we have 2 7th round picks, our own and Vegas's. So let's hope Vegas loses all of their games from now on.
I don't see that happening, but...
Well, think about this. So Buffalo isn't doing too hot. Let's say Connor Sheary does get 20 goals. That 3rd round pick is basically, I mean, that's a high 3rd round pick. So that might be interesting. And the fact that we still have our 1st round picks, nothing short of a miracle.
Right now, if we stay with those low picks, like I said, we're a low, like 4th round type of team. That's where we get our talent from, because you put that trust and faith in people.
Yeah, Sidney Crosby was a 7th round pick.
But I mean, like, right now, it's just one of those things where you shouldn't have to be worried about picks right now. I mean, it's very important for player development and stuff like that, but, we have that team to win like another year or 2 or so, so I'd say I wouldn't really worry about too much right now.
Our cap space is $400,000.
I mean, hey, it's $400,000, not zero. Gives you a little bit.
At least we're not Detroit.
Back to Connor Sheary, he has 8 goals this
8?
season. Yeah. 14
points.
assists, only has 22 points total.
If he was still playing for us, he'd have a lot more, I'll tell you that.
I don't even know about that. How many points did he have last season? Like 30? 8? Does he have 8?
Last season he had 30 points.
He's on track for 30, but I would like him to get 40, so that pick becomes a 3rd.
Still got time in the season. I mean, Buffalo, they're still driving for that playoff spot.
It's still 2 weeks before the deadline.
Oh, for sure.
So
But Buffalo's driving to the ground real fast.
yeah, they're not doing too hot, which is a shame. I love Buffalo. I
love their fan base.
Yeah.
Their fan base is
I miss their old slug jerseys. Those things were insane.
God.
Those things were great.
Oh my. Those were something else.
I loved him. My man Derek Roy. Tim Connolly. Remember Danny Briere was a Buffalo Sabre?
Yeah, he was.
And he was a good one, too.
Danny Briere was just a solid overall player his whole career.
Yeah, even for Colorado.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot he played for them.
Great player. Where did he start his career out? Montreal?
You might be right.
Are we seriously looking up the career of Danny Briere? I think so.
I think you should.
I am. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Danny Briere. I want a Sabres jersey. I want a Danny Briere Sabres jersey. That's what I want.
Do you really?
DH Gate. Can I say that?
Yeah, they won't have that.
Huh?
They won't have it.
Damn it.
Well, you can
All right.
customize it.
Oh my god, he started in Phoenix.
Are you joking?
He played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons in Phoenix?
Wow.
He had 60 points in 2001, 2002 for Phoenix.
Whoa.
And he got traded to Buffalo. And he stayed at Buffalo. He stayed a Sabre until 2007, 2008, Philadelphia, Montreal, Colorado. All right. That is wild that he was a...
You know what else is wild? His amazing goal against the Penguins. That was 3 yards offsides.
Listen. This is my Penguins bias coming in. That is the reason we lost that series.
Yep.
That stupid fucking offsides call.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I mean,
That
granted,
was literally the game.
we would average like 6 goals a game in that series against. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That series was actually horrible.
I mean, it was fun to watch, and sometimes it was just sucked to
It
watch
was
the Flyers
frustrating
score
to
some
see
goals.
Yager and Talbot
Yeah, that was bad.
score goals against Fleury, who couldn't make a save to save his
Yeah,
life.
Fleury was. I don't know what was going
I
on.
love
with
that. I love that man. Like, I would do many things to him, legal and legal and illegal. But that's a joke, listeners.
Maybe.
for the most part.
Man, he was so bad in that series.
He was. I mean, stuff would trickle right through his 5-hole.
I mean, you have that in your career though. That makes you.
And
a
like
better
he would like try to glove a puck, and it would hit
Yeah.
this part, and it would slide in the net. Like what?
I guess there's a part of playing in Philly.
That was tough back.
Playing in
Well,
Philly.
Brett Johnson didn't do much better.
No.
Well,
'Cause it's
I
Brett
hope
Johnson.
not.
No, I mean,
He's only good for throwing punches.
it's gonna happen in a
Haymakers.
goalie's career though. Like no matter what, you're gonna have a point where you just hit a rough patch, and
Yeah, of course.
there it seems like there's nothing you can do to get past it.
Mm-hmm.
And like that series to begin with was emotional, so it makes it even harder on the team.
Yeah, to go up 3-0 in the first game, then lose 4-3 in overtime.
Yeah, that can be demoralizing for a team.
I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's just Flyers. I think it's just too emotional. I mean, lately we've all obviously been doing good, but like
We won Game 4, 10-3.
Oh my! I remember that game.
Jordan Stahl.
Jordan, yeah.
Remember
Freaking Stahl.
Steve Sullivan?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, he
yeah.
was the goat.
He was on our first power
He was on our
line.
first line power play, and he ran that shit.
Oh, yeah.
He
did really well.
ran that shit.
Did
He did
we?
really well.
Did we score 6 in the third? I feel like that's what happened.
I think in Game 3 the final was 8-6
yeah, that series
or
was
8-5 or
a
something
track
like
and
that.
field. It was just back and forth.
I think like it was like
Free for
43
all.
goals were scored in 6 games or
That's
something like that.
Unbelievable. Yeah, that's just
Might
track
as
and
well.
field at this point, just give and go and just.
Might as
It's
well.
not a game. It's just.
Let's see. We had Steve Sullivan, Aaron Asham. He was on the team.
Aaron Asham.
Aaron Asham, who listen, that man is what he is, but holy shit, he was so money in the playoffs.
Well, I
And that
mean,
remember that Tampa series? He led the team with 5 goals. I
Yeah.
think. I want to say 5 goals. I'm not sure if I'm right. Don't quote me on that, but he led the team in goals.
I don't think a
That's
guy had
sad.
like an inch of feeling on his body. Like that guy could fight.
Except when he knocked out Jay Beagle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's see. We got Aaron Asham. Matt Niskanen was on the team back then.
Oh, boy.
Traitor.
And Orpik.
I mean,
And
to be
Orpik.
like
Yeah.
we've always like, yeah, that was a rough patch those couple of years. Like, we've always been a good team. We've always had players. It's just there's been years where we too emotional or just didn't
We
have the
run
right
into some
coaching
bullshit.
staff. Yeah.
We run into some.
Injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Injuries used to
seriously,
be the
there's no
biggest-
doubt in my mind. In 2011, if we had Crosby and Malkin on our roster for the rest of the season, there's no doubt in my mind we would have won. I'm gonna say the Stanley Cup, obviously,
It's
but I would even say the President's Trophy.
It's statistically proven that you have Gino and Sid playing together. Versus
Even just-
not, it's obvious. Like our win record and points is unmatched compared to when they're on the lineup and playing.
Even just one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think when Malkin's gone, we play just as good
Yeah.
without him.
Well, I mean, it's one
I
of those
agree.
things where
If Crosby's gone,
Like-
we play a lot
Like we
worse.
looked great against Ottawa.
Hmm.
And I mean we'll see what Toronto has in store for us tonight, but we looked great, and Malkin wasn't there.
It's always been that way. So Malkin's gone, we play.
well, I mean,
the same.
it gives room for other players to step up.
Mm-hmm.
But when
And
Crosby's
that
gone,
and that
we
gets
can't
me to my
replace
next
him,
point.
obviously.
That gets me to my next point. Hart Trophy candidate, Teddy Bluger.
Oh man,
Oh.
first NHL goal.
That did not look like a first NHL goal. That looks like he's been scoring for 12 years.
Okay, let's be honest though. That awareness and pass from Dad, Matt Collin. Are you kidding?
That is not a dad. That is a zaddy.
That's a
That's a zaddy
But it
right
looked
there.
like
It was
Bluger's
beautiful.
ripping clappies from the hashies. For
I
all
mean-
his, like,
Bluger wasn't even
Forecheck,
Collin
on,
was shot.
forecheck, back check, paycheck.
Exactly.
Bluger wasn't even on the screen. You saw him make that pass and you're like, what the hell? Oh wait,
Oh,
never
wait.
mind. We're good.
We're square.
Yeah, no, that was just an
What an
amazing play
absolute-
and a great shot.
What an absolute rocket. What a first. That was sexual, to say the least.
I think
That
it
was
Yeah.
sexual.
The way he placed that shot. Oh.
Andrew, did you watch the game?
I was skate guarding at UPMC Lemieux Sports
And
Complex.
I was also there.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Chris was there too.
I was sharpening skates for a solid 2 hours straight.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
I did see Bluger raise his hands on the screen. I did not see the goal though.
It was a beautiful goal. I remember
Just came down and just yeah.
me and Alex were there versus Tampa game. Great game. A little iffy in the first period. I mean, we scored
But we were up
goals.
3-0. We had 5 shots.
Yeah.
We were up 3-0.
I mean, we were getting the loose pucks. I mean, they were beating us to lose pucks, but I mean
They were hitting us all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that first period, if they don't have that first period, they don't win the game.
Oh no, we would have lost 2-1.
I mean, Matt Murray though was looking really good.
Great. Yeah, he looked great. And that's what we need. He'll be starting tonight against Toronto, who arguably has a better offense than Tampa.
How about that Muzzin trade?
No, I mean I think the Muzzin trade was actually good for both teams.
I agree.
The Kings are rebuilding. They got top 4 defenseman and a top 6 forward. Grunstrom could probably play next year. Like, can crack the lineup and be a solid player. He's like a pest and he's huge and stuff. And they got a first-round pick from Toronto. Granted, that probably will be in like from 23 to 20 or to maybe 31. But
Well, I mean, either way, people might say like, "Oh, you gave up a first round and those players," but like Toronto doesn't have to worry about picture. Like their team is
Oh my
young,
God, yeah,
and
they're so
amazing.
young.
You have Marner, you have Matthews, you now have Tavares,
You have
which is gonna
Nylander.
be there forever. Yeah, Nylander. I mean, he's not looking
He
what he
even
should,
got-
but I mean, he just give him some time.
you got
He's
Kapanen,
young. Yeah, like this team
who was
is
taken
ready.
who's taken 22 overall by the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I
you look
remember
at
that.
this team; they're ready to win a cup. I mean, give them another year or so. Like they
Well,
could win the cup.
their
now.
only issue was defense, and there you go, Jake Muzzin, one of the best. He played on Team Canada. He's just
He's on the Kings whenever they had that cup run.
yeah, they were average.
I mean, I think it's a good trade. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, hopefully bring some leadership to their team.
Let's talk about the bigger news than the Brassard trade yesterday. The Stadium Series jerseys.
Oh,
Oh yes,
Way
way
better.
better.
Way better than this trade bull crap. You
Yeah.
something. Already selling them at the Patton's Gear store in the
Already?
new sports complex, so be sure to be there. Yep.
How much are they?
Probably like $225, but don't let that bother you.
no, I mean, I like the color scheme. It's a nice.
I like the all blackout.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pittsburgh battle.
Pretty. The flyer ones are ugly. They just look like a fucking.
Yeah,
They look
orange.
like a fucking traffic
They
cone.
look like just an orange.
I mean, I like.
Listen.
I like the back and forth colors though. Like,
Yeah,
it's
no,
a good,
that-
it's
that-
a good matchup.
That's cool. But I just hate the Flyers uniforms in general.
Yep.
Like orange just looks terrible.
All orange is disgusting.
Like I don't like the Islanders jerseys. I don't like the Oilers jerseys. I don't like orange in hockey.
Okay,
That's
I
just
feel
my
like-
opinion. That's my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the Oilers overall though, that's a little bit more smoother than.
Philly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You got a little bit more color in there.
I don't know. I
No,
don't
honestly,
like too much
orange
orange.
and yellow. If it's all orange and all yellow, it's
Nah.
in my opinion, it's not gonna work.
So you hate the
jerseys.
Pittsburgh Penguins?
I do.
I just wanna
I
see
don't
what-
like their alternates.
I just want to see what Murray's pads look like.
Yeah.
I want
to see Casey's because I love CCM.
Yeah, I want to see the All Blacks come back.
I'm a little horny over that. Sorry. But I mean, the Flyers are on. I mean, it's actually gonna be a good game because they're on that winning
Well, I mean,
streak.
how could you not have a good game? It's the Battle of PA.
Yeah. What's the score of the Flyers game right now, Andrew? It
Last
was
time I checked, it was
3-1.
3-1. Oilers.
Who Snapchatted you there?
I don't know.
Oh, now it's
It's
3-2.
None of your business.
Let's take a look.
None of your
It's
business.
actually
take
3-2 now.
It's 3-2.
Well, I mean,
He beat you to
It's
it.
3-2 in the second intermission of hockey.
Hacky.
talking about their success lately, let's talk about their goalie, their rookie goalie,
Ugh.
Carter Hart.
Ugh.
I mean, all right.
Overrated.
So, I don't know. I've been watching this guy since he was in the junior hockey Canada.
Fan since
US.
day one. Ian Morgan.
No, but like this kid's a beast. Like, I don't know how you couldn't have faith in him. I mean, his
You know why I have
his
faith in him?
numbers for the month of January is 6-2-1 with a 2.33 goals against average and a 931 save percentage. So I mean, for a young goalie and bringing his team back up into potentially a playoff contention run. So we'll see
I mean,
how it goes.
You know who I have faith in? Cam Talbot.
Yeah.
He's horrible. He's so bad. There's talk about him getting traded to the Kings for Jonathan Quick and something else.
I don't know if that'd be worth it though.
Jonathan Quick's on the trade market.
I mean, he's not as good as he used to be, but he's
I feel like he's
better
a
than
jump start.
Talbot.
I'm a big fan of Jonathan Quick.
I think
You just like when he goes in the splits.
He's an aggressive reactionary goalie.
Ian, be honest, and I need you to be completely honest.
I will be full out honest with you right now.
If I go in your wallet, will I find a picture of Jonathan Quick in the splits?
Naked.
Fucking knew it.
For sure.
Well, that's the podcast. No, I mean, yeah. now that we know what Ian's up to,
Hey, I mean, you wanted to go there. I provided.
let's
so.
talk about. I mean, speaking of naked, Evgeny Malkin's not doing too hot.
Speaking of naked.
I don't think this correlates right. I mean, watching him in the game versus Tampa Bay, he's one of those guys where he needs something to like get him going. Like he got hit.
And you know what got him going? Him getting smacked around.
Yeah, I mean, and he got in a fight with Stamkos.
Yeah,
What?
$18 million fight.
What?
Whoa.
Why is Stamkos getting in a fight?
Because Stamkos is a little bitch.
Hey, all right. Stamkos, I have a lot of respect for Stamkos.
He's a great player. Great player.
I'm not comparing him to Sid really, but like for his team, he does what he needs in order for his team to succeed.
He's comparing him to Sid. I'm out of here.
If he needs to get a little more physical for the team, he will. Like he's not a great all around player, and he's a captain for the team. He's there for the team. So I mean,
Who's a better captain, Sid or Stamkos? Oh wait, no. Here's a better question. Who's a better captain, Sid or John Tavares? Jonathan Taves.
Are you joking? Is this your podcast or are we taking it now?
It's all yours. Congrats.
All right.
Here, just
Welcome
have
to
to-
the UPMC Mood Sports Complex podcast. This is your new host,
Connor Mack.
No, okay. Jonathan Taves or Sidney Crosby? Who's the better captain?
Wow,
Cindy
Jonathan
Crosby.
Taves.
Cindy.
Top 100.
Oh my god.
Which is
Oh my
the most
goodness.
bullshit thing I've ever heard in my life. The fact that Evgeny Malkin got snubbed for
Exactly.
Mr. Serious Jonathan Taves.
I mean, you don't see him do much for the team.
No, he sucks balls.
That was real intimate in the speaker right there.
It peaked a
I
lot.
can
I'll have to
tell you.
edit
I can
that.
tell you like that.
Yeah,
You
no.
really meant that.
I mean, I'm serious. The only Blackhawk I respect is Alex DeBrincat.
Oh, great player. I like him. I mean, you could like Patrick Kane. I like Patrick Kane as a player. I don't necessarily like him any more than that, but like you have to admit he is.
If you beat up
fluid.
taxi drivers and allegedly
All right.
sexually
I
assault someone, I don't
okay.
think
Then you're automatically the best player in the league.
All right.
in my opinion.
Like I said,
Well,
putting
yeah,
that
that's
aside, you cannot argue that he is one of the best stick handlers. And
Okay, hold on. I thought you said dick handlers, and I was gonna
Well, I mean-
laugh, but then I got my head out
Well,
of
I
my
mean,
ass.
it can stick. I mean, pretty simple.
I thought that
He's
was
got a
pretty
good-looking
funny.
stick.
Come on.
Yeah.
I had a Patrick Kane curve when I played for a little bit.
That's embarrassing.
I mean, it's gonna happen.
Hey, Patrick Kane's not doing too bad right now.
You like to
actually.
think your Tyler Dances and well, Patrick Kane actually
With your
going on.
all black hockey
Patrick
stick.
Patrick Kane's actually second in points.
Does he listen to the podcast? Tyler, do you listen? Cool.
Probably listen.
Good.
Please don't listen. No one likes you.
All right, moving aside.
No one's gonna get that except for the people that actually know us. Great. Okay, well, let's get a little back on track. The first line of the Pittsburgh Penguins, not looking too bad.
No, I mean they have looked great for the past year or so. Like you can't argue that they're one of the best lines in the league consistently. Not all the time, but consistently good. And you know, like there's gonna be times where like you had Patrick Kane and Panarin and stuff like that.
Ew.
And that line was disgusting. Like, you know, they were good for a long time, but like when you look at the whole season, you can't argue that Sidney Crosby and Jake Gunsel and whoever's playing with them on that line, which kind of switches up every once in a while. I mean,
Ew.
they're productive. They get the job done. They do what they need to do in order for the Pens to potentially get a win.
Yeah.
So,
All right, to wrap things up, Andrew, let's hear your takes on everything in the NHL.
Everything in the NHL, yeah. So the Pens are going to win the Stanley Cup. Let's go.
I'm dying to hear about the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, the Tampa Bay Rays are going to be a great ball team this year. I'll tell you that right now.
How the Yankees gonna do?
they're gonna be great. But just to let you know, NBA terms, Luka Doncic got snubbed from the All-Star game, and I'm pissed.
Please don't use swear words on the podcast.
Oh, my bad, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Won't happen again.
All right, well, I mean,
who do we think's gonna win the Super Bowl this year before we head out?
Motherfucker.
Okay. I think that's just a question. Who do you want to win the Super Bowl? I
This
think
is-
no
this is
matter
an
what, we want
anarchy.
the Rams to win. Honestly,
The Rams. I think the Patriots are gonna win. I don't want them to.
I don't want to talk about who is probably gonna win. I want to talk about who
Lister
we
missed
want
it.
to win.
Mister, I've been a Rams fan since 2002.
He has a jersey to prove it.
Yep. I've had a jersey
I've
since
seen
I was...
it.
Yep.
He has the youth medium jersey. Prove it.
It's a small.
Faded all
Small.
around.
Steven Jackson, baby. Second grade.
Not Bo Jackson.
He had
Nope,
them
Steve
He
dreadlocks.
looks,
Jackson.
he looks swole in it. Let me tell you.
Looks
Steven
swole.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Dreadlocks falling all over.
Get
No,
swole.
but I don't know. I think it's gonna be one of those games where either the Rams are gonna get blown out or the Rams are gonna make a great game.
Yep, I want to see the former Cal quarterback Jared Goff take the victory.
Oh man.
Ugh,
Can't wait to see that.
whatever.
I just don't want Tom.
I'm over the NFL.
So am I. Who's ready for the XFL 2020?
I am.
I am.
I want
Kaepernick
to see,
better be in it.
Colin Kaepernick play football again.
That's
because
right.
He was dynamic.
San Francisco Demons.
Is he gonna play in the XFL?
I
don't think
really
they-
hope so.
I don't think Vince is going to allow him. I think that's what he said.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure.
Out of all the controversy in the WWE, he's not gonna allow Colin Kaepernick to play football.
Nope.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yikes.
He's good at this.
And I think Mike Vick probably might play.
Oh, what?
Dude, that would be great.
Yeah, I think Mike Vick might come back.
What
Pat Tillman.
What's-
Chad Johnson.
about
I think
the
he might come back.
What about the butt fumble?
Mark Sanchez?
He's already on the Redskins.
That is by far the funniest play I think I've ever seen in NFL history.
Yeah.
He literally
That's
full
widely
out got,
agreed
like,
upon.
He bounced off his lineman's ass cheeks, fumbled the ball, hit the ground like he hit a semi truck. It made that thumping noise like that. The ball splurges out of his hands,
Blurges.
and it's the funniest play you'll ever see in the NFL.
All those claps were.
I just want you to know that we're not spanking each other. It's everyone spanking themselves.
Yeah,
So,
it's literally.
That's
We're just
you know,
trying to
it's
make
it's
a
it's
sound
borderline.
That's a lie.
Borderline rooting for the other team.
He's
but
lying.
It's fine.
You know what? Anything for the sound effect, you know. We're just trying to make the play seem as real as possible.
It's
trying to ease tension.
It's so good.
It's been a long
Like
day.
that's a good smack right
Yep.
there.
Anything for the podcast.
Anything for the podcast.
Hey,
boy.
we're just trying to make some money.
I think
dog.
that's the part where we need to maybe start wrapping things up.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for listening. Tell your friends about this shit because this is actually really fun and we want people to listen to us.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It means a lot to us.
I
you
promise
guys
we'll get
listening
better.
in. We got to get these first couple of podcasts and we'll start to be
and we'll start to
more
be
smooth on.
good. Maybe we'll start filming them.
Well, I mean, if anyone is looking and maybe wants to join the podcast, maybe special guest stuff, just reach out to us and maybe we can
Absolutely.
set some stuff up and talk different things.
Follow us on socials. We have
Yep.
Instagram, dot stuff.
Yeah,
You can add me on
really
Snapchat
creative.
if you want. I'm single. I'm ready to mingle at AlkaliSwag00. Just feel free to add it. Or the Snap code. That
All
works
right.
too.
Andrew's never gonna be on this show again.
I'll be on more than you.
It's my show. It's my show now. We've established this is my show now.
No.
I think our listeners are just gonna love listening to us laugh for 28 minutes.
I would.
Over half the podcast.
Well, I'm gonna end it before we start laughing more. Bye.